Hello, welcome back to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as we start up episode 29 of my Let's Play of Battle Brothers. We're on Season 4. We just killed a hunting pack, though it doesn't seem like it was the correct... Okay, maybe it was the correct hunting pack, as it just now updated. Alright, we're going to come back over here, and poor as we are, we do not want to let a good deed go unrewarded. We've mustered up 1,000 crowns and 200 provisions? Wow. If only that made a difference at this point. Alright. Well, we'll take the 1,000 crowns. We don't need the 200 food, though. Honestly, the way I see it right now, guys, I never played on easy, so I don't know if there's a cap at all. But I feel like in the middle difficulty setting where we're playing right now, this should probably be 500. This should be 300 maybe, because it goes, what, to 150? These are fine at 50. I don't really care. I mean, maybe you can get more. It doesn't really matter to me. But 500 and 300 would definitely be worth it for the middle class. And then even if you want to stay with... I don't know, like 150 food and 100 tools and supplies in the most difficult setting, I'm okay with that too. But I feel like it's just, for medium setting, it's a little bit too low. Like, this was the former normal setting. I feel like it should be higher for normal. Or whatever it's considered now, challenging, I guess. Alright, let's go take a peek at where this is, the Blood Cleaver's Den. I shall put an end to this. And there it is. The Blood Cleaver's Den is up here. How hurt are we? We're not that hurt. Alright, so in addition to all this, we have a bunch of stuff. We don't have that much room left, honestly. We're going to put this on Comrade Rasco. It's, you know, the same melee defense, so it's not that much more useful. But it adds to range defense, and who knows? Maybe it'll save his life at some point. Alright, well, let's head on up there. There's no reason to really wait. I mean, it's going to be, what, 9 hours before we're fully healed and ready to go anyway. And again, there's no point in wait. Ooh, puny ambushers, yes. Let's see if we can't run them out of the forest here. Because I would very much like to murder their souls, but in a good way. If there was a good way to murder souls, I'm not 100% sure. Okay, they are out in the open, and hey, we found an abandoned hut as well. Let's do murderous things to them. I know I wanted to head back south, guys, but there's a thing right there, and these guys right here. Ooh, an army of bandit thugs and some bandit marksmen. Alright, well, we'll engage with this. I figured, why not go for the easy money before we make the long trek back to sell stuff and get even more money. Oh, look at them with their ranged attacks. And they have quite a few of them, in fact. Well, kudos to them, I suppose. And they're going to actually try to zerg me, it looks like. I don't think that's the best of ideas, but... what do I know? Alright, what I think I'm going to do is wait. I'm going to move forward and try to take those guys out with our archers. I imagine our crossbowmen probably can't reach, but everybody else should be able to. By everybody else, I mean Jon Snow and, of course, KZ Freak the Mad. Like, yeah, he can't even shoot as far as some of the other dudes, so let's get rid of you, maybe? Well, we did some significant damage there, so that's cool. Alright, moving on forward. What do you got? What do you got? Bring it on, bring it on. What do you got? What do you got? Come on! I see nothing. I see absolutely nothing. Well, nothing of, like, super dangerous import right now. Alright, we're gonna skip over your turn. And more stuff is coming our way. Yep, we're gonna skip over that, skip over that. There's a lot of skipping going on here. Alright, we're gonna move here. And attack! Haha! Some damage there, wasn't too bad. Alright, I think I'm gonna charge forward with Comrade Rasco. He's like, I got this, guys, don't even worry. Don't even worry. You know what, Richard Gauthier? Let's swap you back over to using a spear. That's a much better play. Let's get rid of this guy. Yeah, there we go. And Antros is like, yep, I got me a spear too, buddy. I am spearing it up. I'm a spear fisherman. What? Clobber you upside the noggin for hiding in there. Come down here and... oh, look at that. We can miss. Awesome. Okay, it is your play. And the superior two-handed axeman. We don't care. Swing on us. We don't even give a crap. Alright, he's actually in a pretty good spot. If we can shield wall it up and move with him, I'll be pretty happy. I may try a direct move. It may be a terrible mistake. I'm not sure. I'm going to move forward, and I should have a shot that missed. It's okay. We're going to try it again with you. We'll go, maybe we get a headshot on this guy. Nope, we both missed. That's unfortunate. Alright, additionally, let's move there. Varg the Vargarian. And maybe here, something like that. That would be okay. I'm going to try to move. This might be a stupid move, but we're going to give it a shot. Yeah! Okay, now he's able to do the Tricore of Death, and I'm pretty happy about that. Unfortunately, he can't do it right now, so we're going to have to wait. I don't know how quickly he's going to be able to do it. I don't know if he's going to get, like, killed or murdered along the way. There seems to be some hatred being flung toward us. Not great. Double stab did not get through the armor. And apparently a lot of missed shots so far from their very questionable marksman. Ooh, big hit there on KZ Freak, I think. Oh, that was Jon Snow. He done got snowed. Oh, look, they're all moving in. This may be the one and only time that this is a viable attack. And I'm looking forward to it. Ooh, let's try to get through our shield. Oh, Captain Cleaver here. Bring it on. We're not even worried. Come on. Okay, we're a little bit worried. We're slightly... We have concerns. Okay. Oh, we're still hanging in there. Alright. Cool. Cool. Alright, who do we have a good shot at? We have a 54, we have a 54, we have a 54, we have a 40. Let's go for this 54. Heh. Alright, we can reload. Ooh, the cleaver got through. That was unpleasant. Ow! Ow! Oh gosh. Did he just double knife stab us? That was not cool, man. Alright, well we're gonna try to remove a few ranged individuals ourselves. Alright, we'll skip over. Man, Emerteal is just in like a horrible position right now. Can we land that shot? Can we land another one? Oh, yes! Yes, we can. Alright, Varg the Vargarian's like, yep, it's gonna happen. It's a reality, folks. You done got yourselves into a big world of hurt right here. Alright, people are freaking out. We're gonna go and pin these guys in. We're looking really, really ridiculously good right now. I'm not gonna say we're completely out of the woods yet, but the woods are definitely thinning a little bit. I'm gonna bonk you upside the head, and that's actually all of our ability here. Gonna move over here and attack you. Okay, can we get down over... No. Alright, we'll do that, and I guess start heading this way. No, not quite able to kill. Alright, here we go, guys, here we go. Everteal's like, I may be wrecked right now, but oh, that was so disappointing. That was literally the most disappointing thing ever. Alright, well, we can kill you off. I guess that's fine. Varg the Vargarian, you can move there, buddy. You're pretty much set. And Emerteal, the Forlorn Hope, hopefully you don't get wrecked. Okay, they're gonna try to man up and fight us. It's not looking good for him. This is the only guy we still have concerns about. And he seems to be more concerned with not getting killed himself than, well, what we would be concerned with if we were him. 88% chance, and we missed. That's pretty fantastic. Alright, they are trying to retreat. It is not working at all for them. 49%. KZ Freak's like, yeah, you know, or Jon Snow's like, yeah, you know what? Get wrecked. Don't worry, buddies. We got this. We're all over this. Yeah. Okay. So the final guy will probably manage to squeeze past us. I don't think we can actually catch up to him. I'm going to try it, though. If we don't get hit here, or here. Yeah, we did it. Woohoo! Alright, sweet. That is most assuredly the play. Wow, we missed both of those stabs. That was with a spearman, by the way, guys. Those of you scoring at home, spearmen have one of the highest chances to hit out of every single weapon user. And he missed twice. That's kind of rough. Alright, that's more than... That's pretty rough. Okay, we'll move to this spot. And Emerteal, I guess you're going to go back and cry and lick your wounds. It's okay. Well, apparently, you still get hurt. I think somebody stabbed you through your armor, dude, like twice. That was a pretty legitimate, like, wreckage that you just suffered there. Not a big fan of it, but hey, you know what? You're alive, and that's all that really matters right now. No one has died. This dude is like, well, it's our last stand, I guess. Yeah, you're pretty much dead, buddy. Alright, can we get this shot, or are we going to kill our own people? We have no possible way of shooting him, so apparently we're not going to get that shot. Okay, can't do anything up here. You're done. You are going to remove him from the field of battle. We're going to let our archers take a rest, and now we can stab with reckless abandon and get him. Alright, double level ups. Just double? Okay, double, but it's both of our ranged units. KZ Freak the Mad killing off 4 fools, 315 damage, 400 from our bloodied and battered two-handed axemen. Anyone else close? We have 302 from Conrad Rasco and 257 from Antros. 297 from Varg. I mean, it was some decent damage overall. Everybody did something this time around. No one slacked completely. I suppose the biggest slacker was Timothy the Crusader. Alright, tons and tons and tons of equipment. And I think we're probably yeah, we're pretty much maxed out at this point. So, what we're going to do at this point is what we should have done originally, and that was we're going to set course for Cragburg Castle and see how we can get there. Hopefully not running into any kind of severe issue. Oh gosh. There's some undead raiders raiding our wonderful... Oh, now they're even? They were just weaker. They were slightly weaker, then they were weaker, now they're even. I don't... Sorry, Windau. You are on your own, buddy. I am not ready to fight right now. I think we got, what, like 3 or 4 days before we're actually back up? Almost... Well, a little bit more than 2. So 2.5 days would probably be an accurate statement. I would love to stop and kill you guys, but... Quite frankly, we just don't have the room to gather up your goods, so if we want to make some serious cash monies, we're going to have to go and actually make the sell, the hard sell all the way down at Cragburg Castle, and hope that will actually get us somewhere. There's no guarantee, but I think we're going to end up over 10k, and we should be able to get some really, really nice armor and equipment through all this. So I'm pretty happy, and by the time we make the entire circuit down there, we should be fully healed, and we should be able to stop off at the Long Pike's Den, kill that along the way. Maybe go back, sell, after, like this is after we sell. Then go back and sell again, and then we'll head back all the way across the map again to get back to the Blood Cleaver's Den before time runs out. I think we have a week's time before our contract disappears. I'm not sure. I've never run out of time for a contract, so I'm not entirely certain how long that contract time is. I thought it was a week. I thought usually you had a week to complete any contract. We'll see, but we're heading our way down to Cragburg Castle. Casually running through forest and doing various things. And I don't know, guys, I'm having a lot of fun. I think I'm leaning toward like episode 32 maybe being the last. Somewhere between 32 and 35 I think is where I will break it off. So then you guys will have a little bit of a break. I'm not sure how long I'm going to let the break go, but it'll be at least a week, possibly 2, and then I will be back with Season 5. Season 5 will be geared a little bit more toward how I would treat the full campaign if it were available, and that would be gather up the guys that you start with, and then when you get better replacements and you have the cash for it, replace them. People have suggested I do that in this season, but I decided that I was going to start that next season, and having the break will allow me to focus on getting a few games done and allow me to actually build the strategies not solely in the offensive tree, which seems to be the route I like to go with pretty much everyone. Now, I may have one of the higher rated LPs of Battle Brothers, but the way I do things is not the only way, guys. I want to make you aware of this. I like a specific style, and I generally play toward that style, but it is definitely not the only way you can do things. So bear that in mind. Like, my way is not the greatest way. I can guarantee you that. But it works. It works for me, and it works for my playstyle. Alright, let's take a peek. We have Bertolf the sheep. Yeah! Alright, we're going to actually leave here and go and sell. Sell, 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 sell. Tons and tons and tons of equipment. And we shall make ourselves great. Maybe. I can't actually be sure. I think we'll be pretty good. Alright, let's see. What is this? 110. This is 105. We get rid of one of those extra hats there. Get rid of the War Brand, the Falchion. Alright, so all these are garbage. I don't like the Goblin Skewer. The short bow's not very useful. We don't need another quiver. Skirmish axe. I mean, all this stuff is all kind of yesteryear equipment. Not really worthy of our current Battle Brother situation. So the only one that's questionable would be the bill hook, but I'm pretty happy with what I have. I'm gonna not run with the bill hook this time around. Sell off all that. I don't think I repaired the majority of the stuff that we just got in the last little bit. Yeah, this stuff is all still kind of blah. Alright, we're gonna sell off all 30 of these. There's not 30, there's probably what, like 12 or something. Alright, we'll sell off all those. Remaining things that are not broken, we can sell the knives, because the knives do not sell for very much. So they're not really worth repairing one way or the other. And I think that's just about gonna do it. So what I'd like to do now is actually, let's leave this place briefly. We'll go into our inventory real quick. And we will actually repair up all of this equipment here. And hopefully it'll all be back up and running by the time we return. We're rocking, yeah, we're rocking over 10k. I thought we'd be around 10k after selling everything. I should have repaired more along the way, but yeah, you know me. We're going to get ourselves a war dog again because we like the war dog. Additionally, the noble sword might be worth it, might not be worth it. We got the mace already. I think weapon-wise we're actually pretty good right now. This is really the only upgrade I can think of, and you can also still go the military cleaver way, which is a sword, but you don't get to parry, you just get to go for decapitations and such, which isn't necessarily a bad idea. Oh good, they have some shields. Alright, so we'll grab up those shields, which is looking pretty nice. And they have some additional equipment, which I'm also pretty happy about. We will buy up some of the medium tier gear, and then I think I'm going to go with scale armor is 240. A coat of scales is 5,849. Yep, it's going to happen, guys. Boom. What? Top tier gear, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, I'm also looking forward to getting a hat like this at some point. But not yet. I realize that we're a little bit broke right now, but we're gonna sell some stuff. We're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of this. I think that will put us in a fairly good spot. We'll be able to get rid of some shields and whatnot as well in the future. I hit the C button. It didn't do anything. There we go. Alright, so Emertil, you've been getting wrecked slowly but surely for quite a while. Actually, I think, doesn't somebody have better than this? Isn't Comrade Rasco rocking the 150? What are you rocking? Well, it's also 150. Alright, buddy. You got 70. Now you're going to be hurting with 52. But welcome to Heavily Armored Awesome. Actually, can we do anything better than that? How about we give you the Reinforced Mail Halberd for right now? I still want you to actually be able to swing your axe at least once in the combat. So maybe maybe throwing the super ridiculously heavy armor is a little bit too much. And meanwhile, Comrade Raska's like, yeah, I can take it though, guys. I can take it. Bam! Get wrecked. Alright, so now he is rocking super mega ultra armor. That is going to be really, really ridiculously good. Additionally, Excalibur, a little bit light. Let's see, 80, 73, they're a little bit light. Marcelo, a little light too. I thought we had somebody who was like really high up. Oh, here we go. Timothy the Crusader says he's ready for something new. Give him some better armor. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm not sure who else to throw this on. Like, nobody else is really geared for this. Because we're going to put the Hound on our boy here, and he's going to get dropped down to 64. Which isn't going to be great. Marcelo's already at 62. So, I mean, if, like, we threw this on him, yeah, he'd be in the 50s. We don't want that. 150. It's also 150. Well, I mean, I guess we can maybe roll out with, like, Antros having it. 67, and Richard Gauthier having it at, so probably 74, yeah. There we go, 110, 110, 110. Everybody has at least 110, right? You're rocking the 130, okay, excellent. What are you doing, Marcelo? 110, okay. So a lot of our folks just got big upgrades, and we can sell some of this stuff off. Additionally, I would prefer you guys to have the melee shields because I feel like the melee combat's a little bit more dangerous. But again, I could be totally wrong. We will keep these as backup shields. And Marcelo... Why don't we do this with Marcelo here? We'll take Antros' shield away from him. So that, again, they kind of match. I like it. We'll give you this. And then we'll hold on to this as an extra, and this is an extra as well. Everybody else is rocking good shields? Yep. We can sell those. Additionally, when these all come back, we'll be okay. And we have enough money to make it. I mean, it's not like we're going to be completely, totally, and utterly broke if we don't get the stuff going right now. Alright, the quick hands are going to go out for both of our boys here. And we're going to come over here, eventually getting a little bit more there, a little bit more there. And sure, why not? Go with a little bit more max fatigue. We're going to start pumping health, though, really soon. That's going to be the next deal. Alright, so you've already done that. Let's get you more of your ranged combat, a little bit more there, and you're at 9. Yeah, I think you're fine. We're going to start giving you some more max health. Because you need it, Jon Snow. That is your real name. Okay, so we're looking pretty decent. We're going to come back here. We're going to sell off all of this stuff. It's going to put us up over 1,000. That's going to be more than enough. We should have a few days. Yeah, we have like 6 days worth of stuff. And we have all this that will eventually be fixed up. I'm going to see how much... pretty expensive. We'll buy one of these. That should help with the repair costs. Or, well, not the cost, but the actual repairs. Alright, what are we looking at? 21 minutes in, roughly. How far? How about we get to the Long Pike's Den, and we'll be prepared for the next, yeah, we'll be prepared for the next episode. Sorry, guys, I started to, like, fall over my own words there. We'll be prepped for the next episode and ready to actually do battle with the Long Pike's Den, assuming we make it before nightfall, but it doesn't look like it. Maybe we'll wait out the day as well. Looks like we're 22 hours away before we're fully healed as well, so I don't mind. Oh, hello, Orc Hunters. Are we close enough to you that we can kill you before nightfall? It's already nightfall. Alright, well, maybe we will be facing the Orc Hunters in the next episode, followed by the Long Pike's Den, and then who knows what else from there. Anyway, folks, that's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully you had fun, you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share it. And look for the end of Season 4 to be sometime around the 32 to 35 episode mark. And with that being said, I will also announce when the next season starts. The sign-up video is still there. It's for Seasons 4, 5, and 6. And I will be drawing from names from that, starting at first come, first serve, as best as YouTube told me. So if I am slightly out of order at any point, it's not my fault. Anyway, folks, that's going to do it. I will see you tomorrow, maybe. Yeah, it should be tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow with another episode of Battle Brothers. Until then, my name's Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.